Okay, so I'm gonna start doing recordings in my car. Hopefully the air conditioning isn't too much of a problem, but it's 114 out right now, so I'm not giving it up just so that you can hear me. It's kind of frustrating to do videos at home. I gotta make sure everything looks nice and good background and whatever, and also it just takes a bunch of time. So I figure what I can do, super easy, is to run my mouth while I drive to work. Because this is basically what I do anyways on my way to work. So the first and most important thing is to give an update about our space. It's a really shitty update. So if you've seen our Facebook post, our liquor license was denied. So first things first, cried a little bit, then I screamed, then I cried some more. But then we had to move forward with our essentially plan like F, since it was pretty far down the list. So pretty much what happened is I misunderstood the nature of a planned urban development zone. I thought that meant the city was like, hey guys, we really want to put some stuff in here, so tell us what you want to put in here and it'll be great and we'll make it happen. But that is not what a planned urban development zone is. A PUD is a bunch of corporate entities getting together and saying, hey city, we are going to put a bunch of money into this area. This is what we're going to build. This is what we want to be in there. And hey, is that cool with you guys? And then they kind of like take over everything. Like, this is our space. We're going to make it happen. You don't have to worry about stuff. We just make it happen. So if this were under the city of Phoenix, they would have the leeway to say, oh, of course a distillery falls under, it's not obtrusive, it's not bothering anything, it's, less distraction than a bar, which is allowed, it's, whatever. The city would be able to say that. But because this is a planned urban development zone, which is essentially governed by the corporate entities that put a bunch of money into the area, the city doesn't have any say. There is zero leeway. So, if it does not specifically say distilleries are allowed, then distilleries are not allowed. And since literally nobody would think to themselves, oh, we better specify breweries and distilleries and whatever are allowed, it's not going to be in there. And it's nobody's fault, 3 years ago when they put the paperwork together, they just didn't think to write distillery and brewery because they, like pretty much everybody, assumed that the licensing is similar to a bar. Why would we allow for bars that are open till 2 a.m. and play live music, but not allow a tasting room? Like, that's ridiculous. But that's the way it's written. So, this is something we can fix. But it takes about 6 months and a couple $1,000. And we really don't have, I don't know about you guys, but we don't have enough money to just sit on a space like that for 6 months and hope that things go well. So what we're going to do, and I'm getting there on excitement for this, is we're going to create a boutique. And if you go to our website, you'll be able to check it out. I'll go ahead and make the shop live so you can see the kind of stuff we're going to have. But we're going to create a boutique that specializes in alcohol-related novelties. So I cannot sell any alcohol of any sort whatsoever. Bar licenses, really expensive, hard to get. Liquor store licenses, really expensive, hard to get. But we can sell, cool glassware and books about alcohol and decanters and bottle openers and stuff like that. So I picked out a lot of really cool things that I've never seen before, and that's kind of like my criteria for what we're going to have there, is things that I have never seen before. And given that I have been in this industry and shopping at little boutiques and stuff for like 15 years, I've seen a lot of stuff, and I'm really excited about all the things I haven't seen. I found this really, really cool like golf cart decanter. It's a little wooden golf cart, and it's got the decanter inside, and it holds a full 750, and it's got two little glasses with it. But there's just a lot of really cool stuff that I haven't seen before. And we're going to be open doing that until we get our liquor license. Hopefully in 6 months, when we can get this zoning thing sorted out. So that's the update. It's frustrating. If you're not interested in legal talk, then you can go away. That's it. That's the update. Thanks for supporting us. Check out the website. I'm sort of excited. I really like a lot of this stuff. There's like these cool matte white martini glasses with copper on the inside. But stick around if you want to hear about like legal stuff. So there is a chance that we could get out of the space legally, and I've had people contact us about it. They saw that we ran into that issue, and they contacted us about getting us out of that space. Maybe we could, but I don't want out of the space. It's so cool. It's perfect. It's built out, the way we want it. I guess it's not totally perfect. We sacrificed a little bit as far as space-wise goes to be in there. And we can't do full pallets once we get open. But it's just a really beautiful spot, and the location is incredible. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Once we open, then we definitely can't get out of anything. Right now, we're finishing the bar top. We've created the bar. We still need to put the flooring in. We can do that ourselves. We don't have to worry about hiring a contractor for that. And then we put in some shelves and we're open. So right now I'm estimating like 2 weeks until we're open. 2 weeks. But we'll see. It's kind of hard to we all work full-time jobs, and we gotta get down there and install flooring and also live lives. So we'll see. I've started getting the stuff in. But yeah, I wanted to give this little update. It is really frustrating. Once again, zoning laws have stopped us from doing what we want to do. I feel like at this point I have to be one of the premier experts in the state of Arizona on distillery related zoning laws, and I don't want to be that thing. That's not fun for me. It's not an expertise that I wanted or that I'm interested in, but here we are. We have reached out to a couple places of other distilleries with Series 18 licenses. And one of the things that we've thought about is potentially kind of glomping onto their Series 18 and then using that. They have the right to open a Series 19 external tasting room and basically using that. So, operating under their banner, and we could serve their stuff too. And then just make our stuff at their Series 18 and serve it at the Series 19. But I'm kind of in this weird spot where I'm pretty sure if they're being like this about it not saying distillery, it also doesn't literally say tasting room in the paper where they wrote down all the stuff that they wanted for this planned urban development area. And I think the city of Phoenix might come back and say, well, it doesn't say tasting room either. So even though it's not a bar, it's not a club, it's not a liquor store, all of which we allow, you still can't do it anyway. So I'm pretty sure that would just be a bunch of a hot mess of stuff and money that wouldn't get us anywhere anyway, and would still put us, another 2 months from opening, because we would have to go through the entire liquor license application process again. So those are kind of the other options we've felt out, and I just don't think they're going to work. But we're going to open as a real retail spot. I'm probably going to do some fairs and festivals on the weekends. Do kind of like, oh yeah, we box everything in store. I was thinking about looking up, I'm sure there's like alcohol related wrapping paper, like little martini glasses or something, and wrap it all. Offer that as a service. And I've also been thinking about potentially doing bottle labeling, just like, your homebrew beer, wine, whatever you make. We have a really impressive craft brewing community here in Arizona, here in Phoenix. And, you can get labels online, but if you go through me, you know what you're getting, and you're supporting local, and I do the artwork for you, the graphic design for you. I'm not an artist. I'm still not an artist. I can't make thoughts come out of my fingers. But there's some things we're pursuing, some things we're looking at. If anyone has suggestions on services they think, would kind of fall under that category, I'd love to hear it. I definitely am going to try to get the YouTube channel a little more active. If I can talk in the car, basically, on the way to work, that I can review books, I can talk about cocktails while I drive. I mean, shit, this stuff has all the driving, does it all anyway for me, so whatever. But yeah, if you have any suggestions or any questions or recommendations, if you've seen anyone making really cool alcohol-related stuff, like, candles made out of bottles and reused whatever, I don't know, anything like that, hit me up, let me know, comment, and I'm really interested in that kind of thing. So, thanks for listening, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks when we're open, and we'll get going. We'll get going with something cool. Oh, and we're also going to have dog toys that look like alcohol, because I think they're really funny and cute, and because every time we're down there, we count like 24 dogs coming by the door. So if you live downtown in that area and you have a dog and you want like a little White Claw, but it's a squishy, squeaky toy, we're going to have that. I'm going to have that for you, and I am excited. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see y'all soon.